That is name calling. Name calling. How many of you would get a show enough beat down, old school whooping if you call somebody out of their name? If you call somebody out of their name, you call them a name other than the name that their mama gave them. That was a surefire way of getting in trouble in my house. Well, this morning, we want to deal with God calling names. God calling name. God is name calling. The text to talk, the takeaway. Here's the text. The text is Genesis 22 and 1 and Genesis 22 and 11. Genesis 22, 1 and 11. God tested Abraham. Catch that. God tested Abraham. He said to him, Abraham, called him by name. The 11th verse is, now you already know what happens. Here he is. He takes Isaac on up and he's about to kill him, about to take him out and sacrifice him. And at the height of him about to pull down the knife to then slay his own son, what happens? Out of heaven, Abraham called him by name. Three things I want to share with you with respect to God name calling. The first thing is this: God called Jacob by name. Genesis 32 and 27, Genesis 32 and 27, you will find that awesome story of him wrestling with God all night long. But remember, what does he say? He said, what's your name? Jacob, what's your name? Then when Jacob told him his name, my name is Jacob, supplanter. My name is Jacob. I'm the one that, stole my brother's birthright and blessing. My name is Jacob. I am the one that is held on to my brother's heel, Jacob. And God said, I'm about to do something great in your life, and I'm going to have to change your name. Jacob, you're no longer Jacob, you're Isaac. Second thing is this: God called Moses by name. What does he say? In Exodus 3 and 4, Moses. Now I want you to get this. He calls him Moses twice. Moses is, he has no idea. Out of the burning bush, he calls his name, and Moses has to give his attention to the voice that he hears, though he's looking at a burning bush. And it says the angel of the Lord was in the bush, and he's looking, and he says, Moses, Moses. Hold on to that. Let's connect that to point 3. The third thing is this: God calls Paul. What does he say? In Acts 9 and 4, what does he say to him? Saul, Saul, why persecuted thou me? Saul, Saul. Okay. When God gets ready to do something great in your life, trust me, he's going to get your attention if he has to call you twice. Moses, wait a minute. I need you to do something. I need you to go back to Egypt. You've been 40 years on the backside of this mountain. I need you to go back to Egypt. And Moses had to, Moses, Saul, Saul. When he calls Saul twice, he changes his name to Paul. What am I trying to say to you this morning? God is name calling this morning, and he's calling your name. He's calling your name. And if he has to call you twice. Now, if you already know, when I was growing up, that's the last thing in the world that you wanted. If my daddy said, boy, if I got to call you twice, you better hear me the what? First time. The first time I tell you something, you better get to it. The first time I call your name, you better get in this house. The first time I call your name, you better do what I'm telling you to do. But God is willing to call your name twice. Saul, Saul, Moses, Moses, Abraham, Abraham. Why? Because I got something great for you to do. What's your takeaway this morning with God calling names? And he's calling your name this morning. God is calling your name by name to do and be great in the earth. Don't let him have to call you twice. Give him ear that he may be able to prick your ears so you can hear what he's calling you to do on this morning. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. Don't let God call you twice, but he will, because he's calling you into great things. Share the manna. Don't keep it to yourself. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more Morning Manna. God be with you. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. Bye now.